not get notifications anymore. Good job.
Let's find some tunes.
Hey, Stacy, you made it. We here. We just getting set up now. You was right on top of it. Oop, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
What's that, you?
No, that's you. Turn it down. There you go.
I didn't even realize I was on it.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is in here? Say what up. Don't be shy when you come in. Say hello so we can shout you out once we start recording.
And share us too. Y'all stop sharing us, man.
Make sure you react and share the video as you come in so people can know that we are live tonight.
I feel like when we make it,
I guess
when we
I
go
gotta-
live, we gotta have a DJ.
That's what you feel like?
Yo, somebody else want to talking. Do all that yelling?
Tag my folks. I can't tag Sherelle.
I heard she blocked you. Just joking.
Who is this?
Johnny.
Stacy said she liked this song. She said, ooh, this song is hitting.
Thank you.
You write this?
Yeah.
Is this available?
Nah,
No.
never released.
This song that Russell wrote, but you can't get it anywhere.
Sorry. I play these so we don't get flagged.
I put we don't own the rights now in our thing.
We own these rights.
No, I'm saying to the other one. I just put it in there now. It's just standard.
They still be doing this, bro.
It's dry tonight.
Huh?
Dry tonight.
They coming in. You gotta wait a second. A little busy. We getting going.
It's nice outside. Everybody outside.
Everybody got their cell phone on them. Y'all better plug in. You better tap in. Do us a favor when y'all come in. Go ahead and share it.
Yeah, it is. It was really nice outside. I'm mad we didn't get to go for our walk today. Well, everybody in here done shared it. Me, you, and Stacy.
Come on, Stacy.
We have to come back tomorrow. Let Elaine know that we're on. Hey Vivian, how are you?
All right. What we looking like? We rolling?
If you want to.
You want to spin another one?
It's 4 people.
I'm going to spin another one. We can wait for the... Come on now.
We appreciate the 4 that are here. What up, though?
What up, though? Give us some time.
We're waiting for some of our regulars to join in, and then we're going to go ahead and get started because why belabor the time? Stacy, Vivian, that's who I see in here. Brittany, hello. How are you?
Can't play that one.
Why, it's nasty.
I don't remember if it's censored.
Yeah. I need to get some pretty stickers or something. We need to get them what they never told us stickers for the...
Yeah, the back of our laptop look real basic.
What are we doing here? I don't even know. 'Cause for the last few years, it's like we've been at each other's throat, like bullets flying in my head and arrows coming at my back. It's like you want me dead. And girl, you got me waving my white flag. I surrender. Don't know who's right and who's wrong. I'm just tired of being at war with you, baby. What are we even doing here? Are we in love?
Hey, Tamaria. Sorry y'all had to yell at the kids. They up there acting like savages while we down here.
And we talk about it over and over again, but don't nothing.
Tamaria, where you been? We ain't, man, I don't think we remember seeing your name out. Or you abandoned us, huh?
Now you say that you're still in love,
We're still going strong with 5.
but
Let's just go.
I believe that.
It's gonna be really hard to have a conversation.
Haven't touched me.
We just rolling.
I can't even whistle. I was trying to whistle.
It's not in your skill set.
Nothing but wind.
Oh, I forgot to turn my Bluetooth off. Sorry. Bang, bang, bang. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. If you're on here and you have not dropped your name yet, please do so. We're getting ready to get started. Let us go through our usual regular, and we'll be straight. Rhett? What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Russell the Fourth. Glad to be back in the building. As always, we have our family here tapped in with us. And if you're not here, you're listening on Thursday. What up to you guys? But who do we have join with us live?
Today in the live, we have Stacy, we have Vivian, we have Brittany, we have Tamaria, and while we were doing our intro, Miss Renee joined us. So
Robinson is also here. What's going on, Rob? What's going on, family?
It's a light day. We are in Michigan, and I think most of the people on here are also in Michigan, and it's real nice. And we've been waiting.
We don't gotta do all that disclaimer.
This weather. No, I'm talking about the weather. Excuse you. We have been waiting on this weather. We didn't really have a bad winter, like as far as snow.
I wasn't mad at this winter.
But it was freezing because there were days where it was freezing
It's
cold. Like
always
I don't
that
want to
cold.
go outside cold.
That always happens. If we can just have cold without having to like shovel every day and get snow inside of our shoe, like I'm good with just the cold. I can deal with that.
I can't say though, this was the first winter that like you've been here, so like I didn't have to shovel. So I didn't shovel once this winter.
I was dating you for that. You weren't shoveling no way. Don't do that.
That is true.
Don't
What?
do that.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Don't do
I
that.
was shoveling.
Okay.
I was making my son shovel too, but I was shoveling.
Tell the truth, shade of death.
He had to go to
You
school.
might hit a little.
He had to go to school and it was still snowing. I had to get out there.
You might hit the steps, you know.
Don't try to discredit me,
Threw some
okay?
salt
That
down.
was my moment, and you tried to step on
You was
it,
a
and I
salter.
don't appreciate it.
You was a salter.
I was definitely a salt. Listen, I put the salt down and hope that it make the snow melt, and then I'd go and try to shovel it. Because who got time to be shoveling some heavy snow? Not me.
It was definitely a light winter, and I was happy about that. So you know how we do it. Who has listened to the episode? If you're tapped in with us right now, have you heard it? Did you listen? Have you started it? Are you in the middle? I know sometimes we take the episodes in increments, and this was a longer one. This one went a little bit over an hour. So if you listen to it, hit us up. Let us know what you think. What's going on, Candace? How you doing? Welcome.
Candace.
Yo, Robinson, I don't know if you listened to the episode, but somebody sitting here said your name on the episode in not the most favorable light. It was one of us.
Who gonna check me, boo?
And it wasn't me, okay?
Who gonna check me, boo?
I brought up Tinder, and I was telling the story, an anonymous one, and she gonna say, that sound like Robinson.
Andy.
You know what?
Andy.
This is why you can't
pull
pillow.
out the gunshots.
This is why you can't. And I'm not doing that to my... This is why you can't pillow talk. Okay?
Andy, you didn't tell me. Now you telling on yourself because I
did
just
tell
made
you
a
that.
guess. No, you didn't.
I've told you about that before.
I don't remember that.
You're lying right now.
It's actually true. I don't
You're
remember.
right now lying.
I do not remember.
I'm
I was getting
sure.
ready to tag somebody and I totally forgot who it was.
Rob said, I don't want no smoke. Look, you just joined the live trying to be supportive, trying to get some entertainment. Here you are sitting here getting beef already.
It was like, ouch. Yo, that's an episode that we need to talk like just about secrets and about pillow talk. Two different things because I ain't even gonna say what I want to say. I want to do an episode on that.
Rob said, I'm used to getting killed by the ladies. No one's favorite.
I like Rob. I'm just saying. That's who I was gonna tag. You just outed my friend and then just act like I wasn't gonna out yours.
How to out your friend?
Because you mentioned her name in a story about catfishing,
but
and nobody knew who I was talking about. I just said me and my friend.
I said her name in a favorable light. I said you guys were trailblazers. You guys were starting a trend
in the catfishing game.
No, the creating a social circle in an area that you're about to move to. It's like kind of forward thinking that didn't exist when y'all was doing it.
Yeah,
Come on, I was trying to give her flowers. You was trying to soak her while ago.
I
My boy Dean here. What's going on, Darrell?
He said he was killing it on Tinder. That's props.
Anyway,
He was getting all to play.
Brittany says she listened. So if you have not listened yet, this episode was about a couple things, but mainly that we start off the episode talking about catfishing, right? So number one, okay, if you're here with us live, we're going to ask you to be a little open today, okay? We're going to ask you to share some stories, okay? Be a little bit vulnerable with us, okay? For the sake of our listeners and for the sake of community, we're going to share stories today.
Do you think that everyone has an experience either being the catfish or being catfished?
No,
like in this day and age.
I don't think everyone
is that
does.
part of just your social media journey?
No, I don't think everyone does.
Like, because I remember
Majority, yes, but not everybody.
I don't know if you really call it catfishing, but do you remember when the internet first started popping and you had AOL chat rooms and like they would put in the ASL, like your age, sex, location, and everybody would start responding to it? Like, I never told the truth on that.
I missed that wave. I never got on AOL message in my life. Yeah, nah.
You didn't get in the chat rooms?
I was late to the internet. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, I still was outside.
I'm not even having a conversation with the wrong person.
Yeah, nah. I ain't start communicating with just random people until, you know.
I mean, I was outside too. Way too much outside. I was like outside, but I still was in the chat room.
I didn't start until like Facebook and MySpace. Like that's when
So you
Black
didn't
Planet.
have, so you didn't have Black Planet?
I had Black Planet.
Oh, we did say we was gonna do that. You fact check. You were right. Black Planet did come before
Absolutely.
MySpace and Facebook.
Absolutely.
I don't know why I had that. I don't know why I had that backwards. So who in here has experience, since Russell can't share in the reminiscing about the AOL chat rooms? Who else in here is old enough to remember those? Like those were lit. Like you just go into any chat room, it's like Black kids chat room or whatever. And it was a chat room for everything. And they would put in like age, sex, location, and then we just start talking. The hopes were that you would meet somebody.
I'm a 23-year-old black woman.
I was in a chat room, started having a private chat with somebody, told them again that I lived in Detroit, which I didn't. And they was like, oh, what's your address? And I gave them my cousin's address that lives in Detroit. Like down to now.
Young and
yeah. Now
wow.
I'm like, oh, that was stupid.
Wow.
But back then I'm like, oh, what's the harm?
We were the first ones on the block with the internet. We just had no idea the dangers. There was whole serial killers that were moving off of internet. What was that one website? They called them the
Tinder swindler?
No. It was a serial killer.
Oh.
And people used to sell houses.
Craigslist
Killer.
Yeah.
Yes, him. That. Like, we just didn't know.
Had no clue. Made it real easy for people.
Made it real easy. Hey, what are you doing? Nothing. Where do you live? Here's my address.
I go to this school.
You still there?
Yeah.
You still there? They knocking at the door.
Brittany says chat rooms used to be awesome. Amisha Denise says, man, those were the days.
I know nothing of it.
It's so
sad. I was
chocolate, but it was spelled CHALKLET, and it was chocolate 14.
That's just bad parenting.
Well, she didn't help me create my screen name for the purpose of being in a chat room. It was like my AOL email address or whatever. So I was 14. Hey, Shanika, how are you?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was in the angel. I think 14 is when I just started like being a nasty teenage boy. And I didn't know anything about the internet. I didn't know like you could see whatever you wanted to on there. So I still was like, I was doing
looking at big booties.
No, I wasn't even on the internet. I was like the little late night calls when you was on TV past 11 o'clock. What are you still doing up? You want to party with me and my friends? Call 1-800-BABES. I was like,
not the 1-800 phone numbers.
How old are you? 18. Trying to make my voice all deep. My dad cussed me out. What's this on my phone? I don't know. I swear. I'm lying.
Oh goodness. Brittany says it's the grace of God that I'm still here. Yo, that's facts. Because for every lie that I told about where I was, I told the truth. Like I wouldn't give them my address.
Oh my God.
But I would definitely tell them that I was in Jackson. Definitely tell them that I was 14. That I had a car when I had a car. That I had a car. I could come where they was. They could come where I am. We could meet up here. I was definitely really reckless in them chat rooms.
Terrible.
Read it, please.
Stacy says her name was Stacialicious. Here's what I need. Everybody who's on right now, I need you to drop your most embarrassing internet handle on any site. If whatever the most embarrassing was. Mine was on Black Planet. It was when my freshman year of college. Now it's Freaky Russ 33. My page was so nasty. I was outside of my parents' house and I was trying to hunt
Not Freaky Russ.
I was trying to hunch on anything. As soon as you went to my page, because back on Black Planet you had to like code.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how much trouble I went to. I could have been in web design to get Nelly's tip drill video. As soon as you hit my Black Planet page, it must be because it ain't your face. It was right there when you went to my Black Planet page.
That's tragic.
It was tragic. I was trying so hard to be
imagine
heads, and it was like, just some nasty dudes. I said, yeah, that's what I want. Freaky Russ.
That's embarrassing.
All right, whatever. Chocolate. What was you? Chocolate what?
Chocolate 14. That's Maya. That's Maya.
You was 14 years old. What you talking about? Some chocolate. Fast tail.
It matches my skin color. That's all that was.
How'd you spell it?
CHALKLET.
Ooh, chocolate.
Chocolate.
All right. We got chocolate. We got Stacialicious. And y'all being mad quiet in the chat.
Please don't skip.
Drop
Freaky Russ 33.
Freaky Russ 33. I'm out here. I hope can't nobody. Is Black Planet still up?
No.
Because if that page still up,
that
I'm
wasn't
in
my
trouble.
Black Planet. That wasn't my Black Planet. So
all right, y'all being mad quiet. I see y'all being bougie.
They don't remember. It was a long time ago. You asking people. It was the real GA girl.
Y'all, Misha, you remember the real GA girl? Talk about something you don't remember.
definitely remember Sweet Taffy. My God, yes.
Sweet underscore Taffy. Oh my
I remember
goodness.
that. That
All
had to
right.
be, I think that was her screen name for a while. You had,
Yeah.
that was not your name.
I think when MySpace started, I was doing music, so I was just using my music names.
Like that.
Shaniqua says, "Am I too young for this?" Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You
Yeah.
might have missed anything but buy minutes and call people after it was free past 9, but you also experienced the boom of cell phones when it's like an extension of your hand, the first iPhone.
Yeah.
So like,
Me and my friends, like my group of friends that are actually on here, we all had pagers.
yeah,
My pager, because she had a pager where you could actually get like literal text on there. I still had to do like the 43770 to make hello, but she had it where like you could call in and talk and they would type it out across your pager. She was a little bit more advanced.
She had the two-way pager.
She was a little more advanced.
dang.
I had to catch up. And then where did we go from those to, what was those little phones called? The Cricket.
Oh, you got a
Took
Cricket.
over the cell phone game.
I had a Cricket. That was my first phone. Was a Cricket. My first phone.
Shanika says, I do know what Black Planet is. I was born in 1990. Okay.
All right.
All
Okay.
right. We'll give you a pass.
Good stuff. All right. So we started off talking about how social media has kind of changed a relationship dynamic, right? And we started off with Brandy kind of confessing her first semi catfish experience.
Well, we learned that it was not a catfish, that Russell just thinks that I'm a liar.
Oh my God.
Again, you have to be a certain age to know what that is.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I told the story of how I essentially catfished my first baby daddy. And I feel really awkward having this conversation right now. I'm just going to say, because our son is like right in the next room, which is his father. But whatever.
So maybe
We're here now.
just kind of skip past the unimportant details.
That is very important.
Okay.
Because I might withhold some details on the story.
There we go.
Because of the audience.
There you go.
right?
Go for it.
Okay. So, me and my friend, who now, thanks to the rest of the world, knows is Miss Amisha, who is here with us today.
Congratulations.
We were going girls.
Whole time from Jackson, Michigan. Nothing real about it.
We was the real GA girls.
Y'all was the real ones.
And I met my baby daddy through that page.
Mm.
And I had a whole conversation or relationship with him as if I was somebody
Like he
from
was a real
Georgia
GA girl.
and living in Georgia actively as I met him.
Come on.
But it was me. I never fronted. I never used anybody's picture.
Just the wrong
It was
birthplace.
just not just birthplace, but like all the information.
When you went to school,
He
yeah.
had my name and my picture, and that's about the only truth he had until I actually met him.
Well, your personality though, you were
It's very
being
true.
yourself.
Absolutely.
So the ones that get me is like when you watch Catfish.
Well,
and
I
it's-
did when I talked to him on the phone. I did try to do an accent.
Do you remember it?
The accent.
Yeah, can you
You'll
do it?
never catch me doing that again.
Can you please
never
just-
ever in life.
Just give
let me
us a little sample of the
but listen,
Georgia girl.
I will tell you this: the only accent that I knew to mimic was like Little John and the Yin Yang Twins. That's the only like Georgian reference that.
I would like to hear it.
So this was like 2003. So
You was
like, you know,
Man, cheers, y'all there. But watch out. Hey, look, let me tell you something. Look. Let me tell you something. I'm a real Georgia girl. Stop playing with me. Watch out. Would you hit me with it? Let me
I
hear it.
will not.
You just called
It will never
Shouty.
happen.
You just called Shouty.
I definitely said shoddy. I definitely said that.
Man, cheers, Shouty.
But that's all I'm giving you.
I'm dead. You know what? I'll give you the round of applause. I think you guys are geniuses.
Misha says, my underscore love underscore so hyphen real was her Black Planet
Ooh,
name.
Come on. My love.
And
so
she
real.
said, OMG, we had issues. We definitely did.
It's young. Just
Got us
this-
in a
this
heap
is
of
stuff
trouble.
you do when
'cause
you're young.
Hindsight, again, 2020 was people we definitely should not have been communicating with and hooking up with as new people in the state of Georgia.
I don't think you guys were that off base. You guys were moving to a whole new state, and you went there and already had friends. You had a whole man waiting on you.
Well, I feel like if you look at the totality of the situation,
I mean, it wasn't
the smartest.
Probably wasn't the smartest or safest, but it was effective, and that is where you get a gold star.
It was definitely effective. It got the job done. I got a whole baby from it. So
That part.
round of applause for me.
There you go. One more.
No, not really.
I got one.
I was being facetious.
Oh, good. Come on. That amazing child. Man. So listen, I want to discuss something, right? We started off there and then we eased into a conversation about navigating social media as a couple. And I want to know something because I know people vary on this issue and it depends.
Whoa. Year ago, you're advancing the conversation. Nobody has told us
That was your social media handle.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Take it away.
Okay. So we really wanted to hear from you all. I feel like if you've grown up in this era where social media is very prevalent in the way that you handle relationships, you kind of have either had an experience being a catfish or being catfished. So we want to hear your stories. To kick it off, while you guys are using your fingers to type all these elaborate stories, we got 2 stories in our inbox, both from the same person who seems to have a plethora of experience in the catfish world. But go ahead.
Also, while you're listening, say you have a great story and you like, I don't know if I want to type this on Beyonce's internet. You can hit us up in our DMs, in our messenger, and we'll read them anonymously if you would like to share without being outed. But if you've ever catfished or if you've ever been catfished, let us know. We're a community. It's a safe space.
So,
I think
the story that he shared, and we got the Cliff Notes version, but essentially says, so I catfished this chick, telling her my name was Squeaky, and that's why my voice was so high. So little shorty was Mexican and Catholic, and she lived in Florida, and she ended up getting pregnant. She named the baby after my fake name and talked her dad into letting us get married. I ghosted the mess out of little shorty.
she named her child after him.
She named her child that she had after the fake catfish name.
Yeah. Whoever wrote that has game. Yo, whoever wrote that has, as the young people say, Riz.
What is Riz?
Game.
Okay.
It's young people talk for game. You DM'd somebody, texted and talked on the phone.
I think this was MySpace days.
You MySpace somebody and got them to name their child after you.
The part of me is like she went and talked to her dad. Like, look, I love him. He's gonna move here. We need to get married. And
I feel like that's not his fault. Clearly, she's just.
I bless this.
Clearly, she just. Yeah, she needs to up her standards. I don't know. That's wild.
Shayla says, "I wish an N-word would." Shalana said, "Man."
Really said, "Leave it to the young people." Yo, yeah.
So Russell told his catfish story on the internet. I don't think I've ever been catfished.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not. I've never really tried to carry on a relationship with somebody via the internet. Like, I've met people, but I want to meet you. And if you can't meet me, it's a problem. I will stop talking to you. Like, it's not going to happen. So I think we have too much information available at our fingertips to be getting catfished in this day and age.
And I think we're just different. I think, like I said, our age range, the 85 to 1990, like, we're used to talking to people in real life and meeting them. So there's only going to be so far that we're going to go before it's like, can I see your face? Like, who are you? Can we at least FaceTime? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I watch catfish like, come on. Like, why would you continue to have a 4-year relationship with somebody that you've never laid eyes on?
The first time I saw the actual documentary, not the show, but like the first catfish documentary, my mind was blown. I had no idea that was a thing.
That people were out here pretending to be somebody else.
He was in a whole relationship.
But that's the best with an old lady too. She was an old lady too. Why do catfish always got to be like the total opposite of what?
My favorite one is this
not the Black Kelly Price.
No, it was a big Hispanic dude, and he was playing a woman. He was like,
"Oh, that was recent."
He's like, "You do the voice." Yes, I was like, no.
My favorite one is the one where it was like his cousin or something or her cousin that was catfishing the person, and it was like, "Why would you do this?" And he was like, "She just mad because I told her she looked like Kelly Price."
Yeah, that was wild. Catfish is it's great TV. Is it still on?
It is. It's still coming on. Still popping. People still getting catfished out here in the world.
Great
Misha says that's a loneliness I don't ever want to feel. That's
I'm good
so
on that.
true.
I'm
or
good
just
on
like
that.
the sense of belonging that like you need to bond with people and you feel like you can't do it as yourself. So you have to pretend to be somebody else to get people to like you.
Yeah. I don't know what the drive is. Or maybe there's a version of them that they don't feel comfortable being. Like I see a lot of scenarios where it's like the dude who's living a life of like, I'm straight, I'm an athlete, but really I'm gay and I can't be that. So I create a persona to live out that in front of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad that we still live in a world where you feel like you can't be yourself and that people will like you. Cause like right now, everything is acceptable.
Yeah. Like at this point, bro,
and if it's not, all you gotta do is protest
at
about
this
it.
point, bro, like just do you, bro?
We were at Lansing Shuffle, just speaking of everything being susceptible, which if you haven't checked that out and you live in this area, you have to go. But Russell went to go get silverware for us while we were eating, and he comes back to the table and he's like,
Wait, I'm sorry. Just hit me. I'm sorry.
he's like, it's a man dressed like a cat. And I'm like, what?
No, it was double. It was double. It was a man
It was
as a woman,
It was a transgender.
as a cat.
It's not funny.
It just blew
We're
my
not
mind. It was
laughing
like,
at the fact.
but see, the thing is, this is what was weird. It was weird that it wasn't weird.
Yeah, like it was okay. So let's paint the picture of dressed like a cat. It had ears,
Face painted,
face
brown,
painted, little paws,
whiskers, a
whiskers,
tail,
and a fully functioning tail. Like the
and was in
tail
character. When I
felt
went to go
like
get
it
my
moved.
silverware, she was looking at her paws. I was like, I got my silverware, went back to the table. Like,
Nobody blinked.
nobody blinked. You could be whatever you want to. Her boo to get off of work. It was a big old black man too. It blew my mind. I said, "Oh," I said. She was like, "Maybe they're a couple." I said, "Nah, I ain't believing that. That brother."
And then
not
they
go for
started
that."
holding hands.
Then they was holding hands. I said, "Ah."
Everything is acceptable nowadays. Everything goes. So like the fact that people still feel like they can't be themselves in today's world, it just blows my mind because there is literally somebody for everybody.
Yeah, you could say that's her favorite episode too with the man.
Yeah. Facts.
When that door opened up, they was like, "Oh, not you again." He said, "Yeah, it's me again."
Grade A catfish.
Oh, he's a professional. He's still out here in these catfish streets. I believe it too.
Shanika said it was Max asking him to do the voice.
That's
Max is petty. He's the petty one.
I'm here
sad
for
that
it.
he's
though.
not on there
I know.
anymore.
He made the show. He made the show.
All right, nobody's sharing their catfish story, so now you can advance the conversation.
All right. So when it comes to being with your significant other in a relationship and how you move out here on these social media streets, where do you draw the line? Okay. Liking other people's photos. Is that a problem? Yes or no? I'm talking
the opposite
specifically
sex.
about the opposite sex and pictures that are specifically like, okay, the person looks good. Like it's not like their auntie, or it's not like a picture of them like cooking dinner and it's like, hey, look guys, look at these steak tacos I made. No, this is like them on the beach like, hey, and you're like double tap. Is that okay?
So on the episode, you told me that I could not like a guy selfie.
On the episode, you literally said, I wouldn't like somebody's picture because I don't want anybody looking at it and saying, and then 5 minutes later you were like, I can't like someone else's
No,
photo.
I don't think I said that I couldn't like it. Cause I told you, I said on there that I react to selfies all the time. Like if one of my friends who happens to be a male posts a selfie, like if it's a nice picture, I'll like it.
We gotta go listen to
I
it,
don't
'cause
heart it.
I listened back to the episode and I said that was just a really hard contradiction. I need to get some more insight.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
you-
because
one
I will like it, but I won't heart it.
But you said you literally did the whole thing where you're like, I won't like a picture because I don't want anybody to look at it and think that, you know, maybe I could.
And I think we were talking about like, okay, if he was at the gym with his shirt off.
You didn't elaborate. You just
Okay,
said.
well, I think we were talking about that specifically.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like a picture where someone looks good.
Well, you can't look good with your clothes on.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about the ones where they don't. Or maybe they do got clothes on. Maybe it's just really tight. I don't know. It's more. It looks more like sexy. Is it okay to like those pictures? Yes or no?
You
Sexy
said
pictures.
you said no.
Huh?
You said no.
Yeah, nah.
What if it's somebody that you don't know?
Don't matter.
Like it's Beyonce.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you heart Issa Rae's photos?
I don't. You can go up her page. I don't. Chloe Bailey, none of them. None of them. I don't do that.
Okay. You like your ex's photos. Is that okay?
What photo did you see me liking?
I can't reveal all my sources.
You're the source. You go to check.
I mean, I have checked.
Now I'm not hiding no selfies. Oh, you be
Ash.
No, don't try to tell. Oh wow. No, please tell. Do tell.
What? We can get
Tell.
right. Tell what? What is there to tell? I just told you. I saw that you liked pictures of your ex. I don't trip
Like
about
selfies?
it. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah.
Well, hold on, what ex?
Don't
She
tell
ain't
me
say the
no.
name. I want to say
I'm not
what.
gonna say no name. It's not a problem for me though. But is that a problem?
I'm talking about sexy pictures.
Okay.
I'm talking about sexy pictures. Your shirt off. Your like, if someone's just like at a wedding or something, I'm not sure about that.
Right.
But if it's a dude, you know, like on the beach, like with gray sweatpants, like, don't let me see you double tap that.
Okay.
Would you have a problem with that? Clearly, you noticed it, and
well, I noticed
Dare
it.
I-
Well, so I
you don't
noticed
follow none of my exes, so I know you were
noticed
looking
it
for
on
it.
Instagram. Well, first of all, I don't know anybody in today's age who starts dating and know, like, you find out your ex's name and you don't go check the social media page to see what they
Oh, so
look
this
like.
old.
Huh?
So this old.
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
How old?
it was the most recent photo.
So this recently. So it's not old. It
No,
wasn't.
I
When we first
mean,
started
when I
dating.
looked at it, it wasn't.
When
it
was
wasn't
this?
today. It was yesteryear. Who knows? Who knows?
Who are you? We go. Look, we gotta talk.
It was yesteryear.
All right.
Okay.
Did anybody answer the question? Because we sit here. I don't forgot we podcasted.
Look,
Oh,
I like to catch him off guard.
I want you to
like
notice
that.
Robinson only starts commenting when we start getting into it. You're toxic, man.
We are not getting into it. Shay says, I will like it, but a comment that goes along with that is questionable.
You're not dropping no hearts under.
You
You love an ex photo, says Robinson.
Yeah.
Ash. Chris, he's sweating. Sexy selfies. Gray sweats. You just sit. You literally just type in anything. You instigate.
Ashley says, no, not liking pics. Yeah, I don't mind it. Like I would have never brought it up had we had this conversation because it literally does not bother me if you like their photos.
Now, what if it's a sexy one? Like, what if they're like take a lingerie? Like, what if they do like a boudoir shoot? How you say it? Boudoir?
Yeah, I mean a boudoir shoot is.
Say it again. Boudoir. That's.
I mean,
It depends on what the photo
yeah,
is, right?
I guess it depends. Like that's an intentional sexy, like, you know what I'm saying, versus like I'm in the mirror with my butt on the sink. That's something different. You can't like them. Not your exes, at least. But I wouldn't mind if you like.
But if I never dated them, it's okay.
Is it somebody that we close up on? Like if it's a celebrity or something,
What
like,
if somebody I know but we never dated?
and you heart a sexy picture?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have a problem with that. But then there's also really no way I would know either.
Clearly, you have your ways.
That's your ex. I have my ways. If I find out a name, I'm Googling.
How often do you check?
I told you it was yesteryear. Like it, you make it. I haven't looked at your ex's profile in so long I couldn't even tell you.
So this was a while ago.
Yeah, you're not gonna get a
I didn't say
smirk
anything.
or
I didn't say
because
anything.
It's the truth.
I didn't say a word.
So,
Look, you really caught me up because I'm sitting like, wait, what? I'm sitting there thinking like, what did I? What was I on? What did I like? What was it? What happened?
Stacy says the thumbs up is more respectful than a heart. Tamaria says, I don't mind it. Shalonda says, maybe like it, but loving it is a very fine line.
Oh yeah, now
depending
you
on
get
what the photo is.
Hey yo, you right now. Now you get specific. You can like it. You can love it.
Only
You
on
can
Facebook.
care.
Only on Facebook.
That's true.
Can you give multiples? But I will say that, like, I by default, so there's this thing on Facebook like where people get offended if you just like the photo. Have you seen people like have issues with somebody just liking it and not hearting it?
Oh, really?
I feel like it's a girl thing. But
I've
yeah.
never heard that before.
Oh,
I
it's
always
thing.
love it.
That's what I'm saying. I always love it. So if I don't know, Robinson posts a photo.
Oh, I don't love dudes though. I'm just joking. I'm just being stupid.
Like he can say that I've loved some of his photos before. Him with his kids, him with his girl, him on the beach.
Oh, you just out here rubbing Love and Robinson? Wow. Now look how the tables have turned.
Okay, first of all,
I'm reaching. I'm sorry. I'm reaching.
But the ex, I don't go on their profiles to ever, and I don't follow any of my exes either. So it would never be an issue.
Okay. So I see where we land when it comes to liking pics. Okay. Now, what about commenting? Carrying on conversations. Now, this is one thing that I've had to I wrestle with. I don't wrestle with. I don't know where to land on this because I've never had a contentious breakup. You know what I mean? So for the most part, up until our relationship, everybody who I ever was in a relationship with, I'm still cool with. You know, not even though we still link up and nothing like that. But if it's something funny they see on the internet, they send a video. Did you see this before? Oh, look at this fight. She got knocked out. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Is that okay? I know where you stand on this because we talked about it. Get your eyes off me and quit cussing me out with your eyes. Okay. I want to know where y'all stand on that. Is that okay? And what if it's not an ex? It's just the opposite sex in general. Are you okay with casual conversation via the DM with the opposite sex with your significant other?
So Robinson says, it's all love, Brittany. Yes. That's my friend, just like that's your friend at this point. Alan says, man, people be so butthurt about everything. That's why I love any post.
Yo, Robinson, you have to chill, bro. And if not, when you come on this show, I'm tearing you up. Just know. Hey, yo, just so you know, Robinson's coming on for a special episode. And if you don't chill on me, I'm cutting into my episode.
Robinson told Russell he needs a break from social media. Hiding selfies, extra comments, you doing the most, dog. Shayla says, nope. If it's over and you're in a relationship, you're not entertaining nothing. Stacy says, that's too much. They're an ex for a reason. And Robinson says, hashtag stop pillow talking about me. He said he's never coming on the show.
You gonna be there. Don't maybe come drag you.
Yeah, so even though Russell knows where I stand, just for the sake of this platform, commenting is okay depending on what we're commenting about. I do not appreciate the this is a funny video, let me send it to my ex who's in a new relationship. Why does that video make them think about you? Why do two puppies running down the street and one get hit by a car make you think about you? It's funny, cool. Don't send it to my man.
So what about people who are not an ex?
So Sierra sends videos all the time both ways. I don't have a problem with that.
Talking about the opposite sex.
Yeah, to you.
She don't send that to me.
She has before, or maybe it was just what they never told us. But I feel like she sent it to you before because I was like, she sent that to me too.
The only thing I would get from her is if she posts a clip of my song and tags me, and it might come to my DM, but it's only because she posted it on her social media.
You're making this very specific for no reason.
I'm just telling you, I don't have any personal DMs with her.
Like Jay, he sends me stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I think if it's something that's relevant to the podcast, like, hey, did y'all see this idea? Send it to you. Nothing
about
that.
Business, but if it's just if I post something on my story,
yes.
If people comment on the story, it goes straight to the DM.
No problem.
Am I supposed to be like,
I don't care about that.
I'm not responding because it's
the DM. Intentional. Like I'm watching a video and you're the person that's on my mind, and I'm sending it to you.
Now, what if I post a selfie and they may comment like, okay, beard. Can I be like, thank you?
Yeah, I don't trip about that. I would love to hear y'all opinions on stuff like that. I don't trip about that.
I think you want to be that girl that don't trip. I don't think you her though.
You have gotten illicit comments, people trying to see if you're in a relationship.
Or you got spicy with it. You talking on the episode, you was like, he got a one.
Period.
You not the. I don't care. You not her.
I don't.
Because when we be on the show, I be hearing stuff.
No, that is not true. For every one comment that I've responded to, there are hundreds of comments under
But you just really watchful that I don't really know how watchful you are till we get on here and then be like,
you're not supposed to know.
I saw this.
That's the beauty of it.
Your location's off.
You're not
you checking my location?
You're supposed to be on your game at all times.
I saw you.
You never know when I might pop up.
I saw you like James. When was this? Oh yeah, but I don't care. Do you? But just know
we keep an eye. I'm watching. Period. I don't know what the problem is.
I know. You see it. You see it.
Shalonda says, I agree with you, Brandy. Commenting is okay to a certain extent. Robinson says, okay, beard. Who calling Russ beard?
I've never gotten that. I'm just giving an example. Okay.
Shayla says, Brandy has never been insecure, but if a thought needs to be checked, it will be done. Period. I'm not ever worried about like you. That never. So an extreme level of what I do would be like, how fat does Toby? Like, have you ever seen, like, she'll respond seriously in the comments, responding.
No, she be in the DMs.
DMing people. Yeah.
She'll be like, hey, with a picture like this.
Yeah. Like, that's playing for team too much.
That's funny, though.
I would never do that.
It'd be really
But do I look to see if people are trying to pull you away in the comments? Absolutely. And are there times where the comment goes a little bit too far and I'd be like, hey, wife here. Move along. Absolutely.
Too funny.
Tyra says, period. Be on your game. That's it. That's all. I don't be tripping though. And you can say, tell the truth that I don't. You want me, that fear that I was talking about. Just a little.
I ain't afraid. There's no fear. I think I see through I don't care. I think you care.
Okay.
You can't be vigilant over something you don't care about.
That's not true.
I disagree. People who are vigilant over the health care about the health.
Caring to the point where I'm going to ask you to stop or that I'm going to bring it up like it's an issue.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't care.
I see what you mean.
I can't stop people from commenting and I can't stop you from responding. I don't want that type of control over you.
I'm trustworthy. I feel like we need to put that out there. I'm Mr. Trustworthy.
I do believe that you are very trustworthy.
Thank you.
Never have given me a reason to believe.
Put some respect on my name.
You would ever do something like that.
I'm Mr. Open. I'm Mr. Communication.
However.
See this right here.
However.
Right here? I don't like it.
Look,
I don't like it.
Watch
I don't
my
like
neck.
it.
Watch my neck. However.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Our idea of friendly differs in a way that sometimes I think I have to speak up and say, hey, I'm not okay with that.
And there you have it. And there it is. Moving on.
No, so that's basically what the episode was about. It was about catfishing, which no one seems to have any experience catfishing, which I don't believe. But I can understand how that's a sensitive you don't want to share. And then just about how to conduct yourself on social media while you're in a relationship. Like, what are some things that you just need to consider? I think everybody is different, right? There are some people who are like, don't heart my man photo, don't comment, don't tell him happy birthday on his wall, none of that.
Are we okay with subliminal emotional venting?
Like
we got in an argument last night and I make a status. Sometimes people will take you for granted. And at the end of the day, you just got to push forward, because if you can't appreciate me, I know somebody will. Like, that's if you ain't say nobody's name, you ain't said last night, he said it. It's just like that vague, I'm going to put this out there. Like, you venting on social media. Is that because that stuff drives me. I ain't going to lie to you. That was my biggest pet peeve. When I played the field for that short little stint of my life, I go on one date, and if I didn't reciprocate feelings, if I didn't like them back, I get on social media the next day. You could have just left me alone, heavy on the blah, blah, blah. Because if can't nobody, then I'd be like, see this right here?
Well, I know who you talking about.
No, that's not one person. That was a theme. That was like happening all the time. If any like, and I'm sensitive though. So like, I don't even like when you repost stuff that's, but I know you, I know what you talk about. I know what you talk about. Like, don't introduce me to a vibe you can't maintain. No, no. I
wasn't a vibe.
I just don't like you. Is that okay? Like, why we got to be together? Is you not for me? Is that okay?
So Robinson says this dude is testing the waters. Tamaria says nope. Robinson tells you to stop trying, Brandy Davis. Alan says, I hate the subtweet subliminal messages. Robinson says, that's a specific person. I hate that spit. So I can't speak to single people, and because I think it's different, right? If you're not in a relationship, I can post whatever I want, whether it's subliminal to you or not. In a relationship, my general feeling on posting and venting on social media is, especially in our marriage, I'm going to forgive you. Whatever we going through, I'm going to forgive you. So what I'm not going to do is get on social media and post about it, and then people see me and you happy together, back in love, and they like, oh, she's stupid. She was just talking about how she did it.
I know about
now
5.
Look at her.
I know about,
right back in the relationship.
I know about
with
5 of them.
I'm gonna forgive you, so I'm not even gonna put myself in that position. I'm not subtweeting, because when I forgive you, I don't want nobody telling. Look, you see Brandy, she was posting about Russell last night. Here they go, right back, lovey-dovey.
I literally cannot stomach this man. I have never been treated so poorly in my life. I will never, ever subject myself to being treated like the next person that loves me is gonna know how to appreciate me the next day out with babe. You know what?
Babe brought me a new truck.
You know what?
It's like, oh, that's all it took.
You know what? I'm tired of it. But I'm gonna follow anyway because it's entertainment.
Shayla says, don't post ish. Period. Robinson says, solid principles of a positive relationship. Don't post stuff like that.
You just don't do it. You just don't do
and
it.
Shalonda says that part, Brandy. Yeah, so that's just my general rule. To each its own. But if I know I'm going to forgive you, I'm not going to put myself in a position to look stupid. We're going to work it out behind bars, and what everybody else going to see is that we in love, period. You never going to know what's happening inside of my relationship because it ain't none of your business.
Yeah. Truth is, people weaponize social media, though.
Absolutely.
They want to make you look bad. When they're hurt, they want to hurt you. And
that's inside a relationship or friends or whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah, you weaponize it. You weaponize your followers, and that's just not a good look, especially when you know you're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
That's the bad.
That's the hard part right
that's
there.
The part.
That's the got you get you, because you be all on social, have everybody on your side.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe him. I always thought he was a good man. I can't believe that.
And then be mad when don't nobody like him no more.
Yeah. And then the next, when you bring him to the next gathering and we are side eyeing him, now what's the problem?
Mm-mm.
And we make it a joke, but for real, like, people really do use that to get back. And that's what I don't like. I don't like to get back into relationships. Like, if we got to play tit for tat, then I'm done. Because I don't want to do that in a relationship where we always trying to one-up each other or make each other look bad. That's just toxicity, and I don't have time for none of that. Like, if you going to be mad, you're going to be mad by yourself until you get over it. But I'm not reciprocating your mad no more.
Absolutely. That part. Michelle says, if the walls don't tell it, then the streets won't know it in a relationship. Period. That part.
That's it.
Shayla said, it ain't nobody's business. Heavy on that.
And I think that, like, for us, like, we get on this platform and we share the good, the bad, and the ugly for the purpose of exposing that even though what we post makes it look perfect, like, it takes real work. And these are things that we have to work through. And this is how we work through them in hopes that it helps somebody else, right? But to just, if we had an argument and I just got out there and posted and there's nothing positive coming from it, I don't see the point in it.
Not at all.
Michelle says some of these people ain't your friend at all, and they're following you and being friends with you, waiting for you to spill the beans so they could, one, cut in, or they can run to their group chat and talk about you.
Let's see.
People live for the group chats, conversations, and gossip.
Yeah, I didn't know how much. I've never been in them circles. Now, dudes can be messy sometimes, I guess. I don't know. When we got
sometimes more messy than women.
When me and Brandy posted our relationship, when we had posted our picture.
Face plant.
Somebody told us like, yeah, there was
There was a discussion in the group chat.
like a group message that they made. Y'all see this? Y'all see that? I'm like, wow, really? Like dedicated to that? That just blew my mind.
We're
Like
group message worthy. It actually made me feel good.
it did.
It's like, oh, people really care about us.
I don't think that was a driving force. I think it was one guy said, ain't he married? I heard.
But see, that's what happens when you don't put all your business on
When
social
he get
media.
divorced.
Because people definitely didn't know that you were separated. They didn't know that I was divorced. So when you come out in a relationship with two people who the world last knew were in relationships or in marriages, like somebody gonna have something to say. And they had a lot to say.
No, probably because I wouldn't put nothing out there about my life. It was a mystery.
The way it should be.
A mystery. That part.
All right. So we are officially at 9:30. What else y'all want to talk about? What else y'all got? What y'all got for us?
Y'all got questions? If not, we gonna slide. As always, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with us.
Shayla says, I wish I would have known because I would have intervened on that. Well, the crazy part is somebody who was a part of the group chat reached out to us. I don't know if it was to ask a question or but made it known that the group message was out there. I didn't take it as a negative thing. I guess it's all depending on how you read into it, but I didn't feel like it was negative. I just feel like people who we grew up with had questions about like, wait a minute, does that mean they're in a relationship? Like, what does this mean? Yeah. I think they were just information seeking, and sometimes it's easier to go to your friend who might know versus going to the source if you don't have that type of relationship with them. So that's what I felt like that was.
Yeah, it didn't feel negative, but it still blew my mind that people dedicated a group message, a group discussion about someone else's relationship. It wasn't negative. It wasn't negative. It just was weird.
Yeah. Brittany says, I didn't care who y'all was with, LOL. I was happy to see y'all back together.
Shout out to you. Renee, my dog, I swear. Yeah. So, absolutely. Listen, we will be back next Tuesday, as always. This episode will be posted. The audio will be posted on streaming platforms tomorrow morning.
Hey, I'm going to put it out there. We've had some conversations. So I think Russell has said that this season, we are bringing guests on, which we're very excited about. And we've had two topics that have been floating around that if this matches you and your significant other, or you have some experience with this, reach out to us so we can see about making you a guest on the show. So we talked about people who are in a relationship and you have a significant age gap, or people who have experienced infidelity and decided to work through it. So if that's you in your relationship, you do not have to be somewhere like in Michigan near us. If you're listening to this and you live in Hawaii, hit us up, email us, find us on social media, and let us know that's you and you maybe have an interesting story and like to be on the podcast. We are looking for people, again, who either have a significant age gap in your relationship. We're talking about like 20 years or more.
It doesn't have to be that long.
I want to go extreme. I want a sugar baby and a sugar daddy.
It don't have to be.
Or you have experienced infidelity in your relationship and you've decided to work through it.
And I hope this goes without saying. We handle all conversations with care. Nobody is coming on this platform and getting judged or criticized for things that you've went through or your story. We're just doing what we do every week, and that's utilizing our personal story to encourage and help others. And we're inviting people to do the same thing. So it takes a lot of courage and also takes a lot of being vulnerable, but the fulfillment you get from it is very rewarding. It's something we experience every week, and it's the only thing that keeps us going, coming on here and telling all our business to y'all. Right. So, yeah.
I just feel like in order for this to keep going in the way that we want to see it go, we haven't experienced everything. And it takes people who are vulnerable enough to come and talk about it so that other people can live and grow from that and learn. So if that's you, or maybe you just have another interesting story that you feel like people could learn from or relate to, let us know. We would love to make you a guest on the podcast. So far we have lined up, a couple that has experienced significant health issues and how they work through that. We have a couple who have some maybe opposing views on marriage. We have a sexologist coming to
sex
talk
episode.
to us for the sex episode.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna get some real like legitimate advice instead of just hearing about me and Russell's sex life for the fourth episode.
Yeah.
And anything else? Oh, co-parenting. We have someone who we are interviewing on Sunday to come and talk about the woes of
It's
co-parenting.
not this Sunday, is it?
Yes.
It's next Sunday.
No, it's the fourth. It's this Sunday. What?
My studio session. We'll talk about that off air. Anyways, we'll talk about that off air. Listen, so excited for the season. We're doing something new. It's gonna be amazing. If you liked the locker room episode and enjoyed just hearing new perspectives, new point of views, it's gonna be that times 10,000. We also got to do the ladies episode as well. Something we're
Yes.
looking forward to doing.
Yes, absolutely.
So many dope things coming up this season. For those of you guys who have been rocking with us, you have no idea what it means to us. Y'all are the ground floor. You're the foundation for what we do here. Y'all are our community. And we love you guys so much. Thank you guys for rocking with us. And
We had a question. Shalanda says, how significant of an age gap? I was joking when I said 20 years. But, I mean, something that's at least significant enough. Like, if y'all in the same generation, then I don't think that's gonna be as interesting. I would say at least 10 years, right?
10 years is good.
A
Solid.
10-year age gap. Good night. And Shayla says a sexologist. Okay. Yeah, we're really excited. I'm really excited about that one.
Yeah. I hope she don't think I'm immature because I am.
You got to put
I
your
just
big
hope
boy
you don't
pants
know
on.
it. Huh?
You got to put your big boy pants on.
I'll try.
Oh, Shalanda says 9 years for us.
Okay.
That's pretty significant
All right.
still.
All right.
Hit us up if you're interested. And that's all I got.
All right. Well, as always, we love love.
And y'all should love too.